My office, where I get all my work done. This is where I spend most of my days. Literally, probably all of my life is concentrated in this space. I use it to film, I use it to edit, I use it to be creative, I use it to waste my life away in game. I need this office to be good vibes. Basically, I want to be positive and I want this to be a good work environment. And I think it's very important to stay healthy when you work from home, especially if you're crammed up in a little room. And so today, I'm gonna take you guys on a little bit of a tour of my shelf. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I just got back from the gym and boy are my arms tired. They're really tired because I got back from the gym.
Yeah, buddy! Wait, baby!
You see, because the gym is where you work out your arms, but it's also a joke about... I talk about the shelf a lot when I'm solving puzzles. I'm like, I'm gonna put this one up on the shelf. Well, my shelf is full of stuff, so we're gonna empty a lot of it out, and I'm gonna talk about a few of the items that I'm gonna keep up there. As a bonus, on my Instagram I posted a picture and I had you guys ask me questions for a Q&A, so while I clean this up, talk to you about some of my favorite items, I'm gonna answer some of your questions as well. Let's just get on, let's just do this, all right? First things first, this thing is a mess, so definitely like this video and subscribe. Secondly, we're gonna clean this up right now. Ready? Ready for the magic cut? Magic. So this is the empty shelf. Before we get into that, let's take a question. What made you start doing lock puzzles, and what advice do you have for someone getting into lock puzzles? From the next doctor. Great question. The very first puzzle video I ever did was this one. This is the Dan Lock B puzzle. Actually, I'm gonna set up my lock puzzles first here while I answer this question. I got this close-up pad from Dan and Dave a while ago. Dust it off. Actually really dusty. So I'll put this little Dan and Dave close-up pad here maybe to display some of my lock puzzle. I think that's kind of cool. So this one was the first one. I was at Dan and Dave's Art of Play warehouse, their sort of showroom. And I saw this and it intrigued me because I looked at this ordinary lock with a couple keys on it and I was like, why do you have this among your other puzzles? Well, because it is a puzzle. And that just like something inside me went, what? How can a normal lock be a puzzle? Lo and behold, it was one of the most fascinating puzzles I've ever solved and one of the biggest videos on my channel, consequently. And then I found that you guys also had an interest in seeing someone solve puzzles, and the rest is history. Lock puzzles. Check. Next question. How do you keep a creative process going? Any advice on not getting too burnt out on the same thing? Great question by Shuffle Hustle Drumming. Shuffle Hustle Drumming. Shuffle Hustle Drumming. Still trying to figure that out. I think it's important to try to reach outside of your comfort zone. A lot of it is based on, oh, I love magic, I love puzzles, I love traveling, so I'm gonna make videos about that, but I'm always on the lookout for things that I'm interested in, obviously, but things that relate to things that I'm interested in. And I think that that keeps it large enough of a field for me to find interesting things to talk about. If I stay within magic, be like, this is a magic trick channel. Literally, everyone's gonna get bored over a year, 2 years max. And you're bored, your channel's dying, you're dying on the inside because your channel's dying, and I think it's unhealthy. Also, Revo Maze sent me this. Do you guys hear about the Revo Maze puzzle? This is a Revo Maze. There's a maze on the inside of this. I don't know how it works. We're gonna solve it one day, but for now, it looks great. Right here. The Lotus, you guys remember the Lotus puzzle? Biggest video on my channel, still one of my favorite puzzles to date. Super intricate. It's all about the feng shui. Shui? Here's something interesting. I don't know how to juggle. And I shouldn't do that with these expensive puzzles. This is also something I'm looking to solve in the future. Will Strabos, who made the Lotus puzzle, who made most of the puzzles you see here, really crazy craftsman when it comes to puzzles. He made these impossible dovetail cubes, which you might have seen before. I solved this one in a video in the past, this triangle one. But fun fact, there's 3 of them, numbered 1, 2, and 3 with different colors, and they all open differently. Stay tuned. I think that looks just about fine. What do you think? I think that's good. Next, Andre Gic, good friend of mine. Also, Andre, who you might know as like a really famous cardist, and who also produced this. This is the Bitcoin puzzle. I got funded, incredibly funded, really quickly. He made this thing. I don't know where to put this yet. I'm just gonna talk about it for a second. But he also started a YouTube channel based on finance and cardistry, and it's super interesting. He's an amazing cinematographer and a great gift to YouTube. You should check him out. I'll leave the link below. Sub to Andre. He's a cool guy. Andre says, where do you find inspiration for your passion when you're starting a YouTube channel? And was there an aha moment when it clicked? There was no aha moment. I'm somebody who loves to share my opinions. I love to share my thoughts. I love comedy. I love cinematography. I love magic. I love all these things. I just consider myself a really creative person. I like being creative. So for me, this was a creative outlet. It was like a punching bag for my soul. And I used it in a way where I could share my creativity with others, and lo and behold, others also had similar opinions, and the thing happened. There was no aha moment. It was always just, as soon as I discovered this platform, I was like, yeah, this is for me. So I guess that was my aha moment. Thank you, Andre. That's just a pretty puzzle, isn't it? This radio one. Remember how to solve this? Should I show you right now? Maybe another time. This an old phone, an old radio, an old man. Lovely. That's actually great. That looks great! Great, great, great. This is a foot. Crayon box. Always in threes. The rule of three, right? This looks familiar. It is not the Excalibur. It's actually a little bit easier than the Excalibur. For those of you wondering, Chris, when are you gonna do the Excalibur? The answer is, I'm actually gonna take another crack at it soon. I'm sick of the comments, to be honest. I'm sick of hearing you guys talk about it. It's haunting my dreams. You know, the Excalibur, the fact that I failed at it. I might take another crack at it just for you guys. Stay tuned for that. But it's not this one. This one is cool, but it's not that one. What do you think? Books on top or books here? Lee? Maybe here, right?
I think right there the books would be good.
Okay, let's get these books in here. Let's take another question. What is your main goal in Magic? Possible casino residency by Nair Yor? No. No. That's like asking a violin player, oh, you know what? Maybe one day if you're good enough, you'll be able to play the cello. It's just it's a different instrument. Not interested at all in headlining a casino, period. Zero. My passion with Magic is solely with the audience, with a one-on-one. I watched this documentary, which there's another question. I'll answer two birds with one bird. Favorite show on Netflix, Nick G. Okay, this has nothing to do with it because it's not a show, it's a movie, but it's about Bill Murray. I just watched last night. It was super interesting because he was like living his life just improvisational situation, just doing things, making people happy. And that's kind of where I live at with Magic, is that it's best performed when it's unexpected, and it's best for me performed when I want to create a connection with someone else or with other people and just take them out for a spin and give them something to talk about the next day, give them something to remember, maybe they'll take with them. That's why I love Magic, but I'm not in it for the AGT and the Vegas and all that stuff. So hope that answers your question. Favorite show on Netflix? That's a tough one. What show have I binged? Like binged? End of the World. That was a great show, but it was only one season. I'm drawing a blank right now. Anything, Lee?
Gossip Girl.
Done. Gossip Girl. All right. So we got a few books here in my collection. I got a lot of books actually in my dresser over here, but these are the ones that look pretty. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So that one's cool. Alice Through the Looking Glass. Crazy book. This is a sequel to Alice in Wonderland. And actually in this book, this is by Lewis Carroll, basically made a chess game out of this entire book. And you can follow move for move depending on what's happening in the book. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Mnemonica, Juan Tamariz, who I saw in Ohio. He still looks really old. Ken Krenzel, Relax Impossibilities, gift by my buddy Jeremy, which was a great book. I think it just fits the color scheme, so I left it there. Japan Ingenious, great for like gimmicking and that type of stuff. Very cool book. The Art of Switching Decks by Robert Giobbi, which is also cool. And to add to that, coming out in 1 month is Magic is Dead by my buddy Ian Frisch, a book which is about me and my friends. In stores in a month, you can pre-order. Magic is Dead, pre-order it on Amazon if you wish. Looks kind of cool. Is it centered? Yep. Good. This one was a little gift from Theory 11. There you go. Oh, this side. You got it. Okay. Bitcoin right here. Boom, found your place. Sick. Bell jar. I got that bell jar. This is a bell jar. It's dusty. This thing, remember this? The mystery box? The password was Harry. That looks cool there. Very cool variety box by Dan and Dave. Brick box. Very, very cool. Very cool, Kanye. Very cool. Tremendous. Another question. Yuval at Avenue 11. What is life? Why are we here now? Who are we? Philippe Lafleur, will you ever show us your French skills? Écoute Philippe, je sais pas quoi vous dire. Ça fait longtemps que je voulais en parler, que je parle français, mais là les gens, 60% de mes abonnés ne parlent pas français, donc comment je pourrais vous faire une vidéo en français s'ils ne comprennent rien? Donc, hein? Voilà votre réponse. Merci. Caden Stewart, what's the best way to practice sleight of hand? Caden, not with your feet. Use your hands. That's the best way. It's the best way. Listen, there's no better way than to practice sleight of hand than with your hands. Let's finish up this. I think we're almost pretty much done. Like, I've got a whole bunch of crap left. Nowhere to put it! I've got these things. These are neat. These are, that was my very first deck, and it's in a bottle. What if they were here? I feel like that's weird, but acceptable. So many things left to put on my shelf. Signed deck by David Blaine. I hung out with David at Magi Fest recently, and it was really cool. I was like, David, man, and this is a true story. I was like, David, like every time I'm in New York, you're always in Paris. And he's like, yeah, I'm in Paris now, but I'm not there now. I know, it happened. Believe it, I'm not there now. He says he's not there now. Boom. Stupid. That looks stupid. This thing. Stupid. Still stupid. Looks like my... I hate that my radio looks like it's wearing a hat. No hat for you. Still have things, guys. I don't know what this is. This was a puzzle. I don't know what it is, but I have it. Stupid. Still... Still looks like he's wearing a hat. I don't know. It makes me laugh. Okay. Okay, done. Take a look. Alright folks, that was it. I hope you enjoyed that. I felt very rambunctious today, full of energy. The going to the gym is actually helping out my energy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this little shelf tour. Shelfie. Okay, just me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace. Alright, actually one more question by Herselman Rubin. Herselman Rubin. Herselman is one word. What is your worst fear when you're performing? Dying. Definitely dying. Do not want to die when I'm performing. Crapping my pants. I think if I crap myself, actually, crapping myself, then dying. That would be the worst fear. I don't wish it upon anyone. Thanks for watching.
Enchanté.